And now when we look to the rest of the month, we will see the eastern heat dome finally break down. The heat, though, will build out west and across the Rockies. Now, in terms of storms, the eastern U.S. is unfortunately in for more. So let's get going with what we expect for the rest of the month ahead. I know, we've got this big dome of high pressure, a second bubble of hot air that's building from the west. As it builds, it's going to expand and move over into the plains. This is going to bring extensive heat. Now, we're going to start to see the heat build today already. Phoenix looking for a high at about 115 degrees. They've got extreme heat warnings for southern portions of Arizona. You know it's hot in Arizona, but when Arizona calls for extreme heat warnings, that is something to pay attention to. Being outdoors early. If you're going to hike some trails, go check it out first, because a lot of them will be shut down at a certain hour. Notice what happens. This big dome of hot air starts to build over into the portions of the Rockies. What does this do? Well, it doesn't let the air move around a lot. It's stagnant air. Air quality suffers, temperatures go up. We don't get much in the way of relief during the overnight hours. And of course, with no storms, with this type of setup, it brings wildfire concerns up because it has been dry out here, as you know. This hot pressure, or high pressure rather, if you think about it, the jet stream goes up and over, and then on the back side here, it opens the door for the cooler air to come in from the northern side. So the East Coast and the Southeast will be average or below average. You'll head over to the Pacific Northwest, also feeling at average or below average temperatures. But underneath that dome of high pressure, that sinking hot air, it's going to be a concern for us. And you think about the agriculture that suffered. You think about all of the people who live out here, the pressure on the grid. Remember to conserve energy if you can. Places across Montana will be experiencing extreme heat risk. This is for Sunday. All across the plains into the higher elevations of Utah, you're considered major risk concerns. A lot of you are trying to enjoy the outdoors. Sure, you get relief during the evening hours, but the daytime highs are going to be something to watch because, let's face it, it's summertime now. You have a higher sun angle, you have more hours of daylight, and by the time you get to the end of the day, it's significant. Above average temperatures is the outlook for us for this entire rest of the month for a good chunk of the country, with the exception of the eastern seaboard, as well as the northeast. Not much in the way of precipitation. This is going to be a concern for us for the wildfires. You could see a couple of storms moving over the northern tier. However, those could also be dry thunderstorms, so not a lot in the way of stormy conditions there. In the drought monitor, we've had no relief from rain or snow.
おじさん、助けてよ。変な音が聞こえるんだ。固まってなはれ。さっきの白いやつが助けて、すぐそこに来てる。固まってな。